We're linking here. Mr. Roberts, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, we have Victor Roberts on the line. And to let the good folks know that simultaneously we are on two, should I say, platforms here with Gayelle and all the other platforms. And also he is doing his program, Facts, Not Fiction, at the same time. So he's linking with us. So the good folks on Facts and Fiction, a pleasant good evening. The Observer is in the house. Good evening to you, Mr. Roberts. I know you have quite a busy schedule leading up to Saturday. The murder toll is 208. There's home invasions, robberies, so much taking place. And you've decided to make a move come this Saturday with Citizens Demand Safety and Security March from this Saturday, of course, from Aranguez to Woodford Square in Port of Spain. Please tell us more about this.
And Mikey, thanks for having me. And I want to tell you at the same time, we have now received a video with 3 persons being shot in the Aranguez area. Somebody now sent us that as we speak. And unfortunately, it is the same area start this march on Saturday the 6th. And the reason for putting this march together is to give Trinidad and Tobago, the people of this country, every victim, every individual who is affected by crime, give them the opportunity to come out and send a message that we just cannot continue any further with the incompetency, the behavior of those with the responsibility to protect us. Because when we vote a government in office, Mikey, I don't want to go too much political, but we vote a government in office with a mandate, first of all, to protect us. We put a government in office to ensure that our security from external and internal threat is curbed and that we can live in peace and harmony. We have seen in this country where mothers, fathers, children in a designated place that is called a playground. A playground represents the name of the activity that would be taking place there. And this playground, we would have expect it is a place where children and various families will commune and have fun while their parents and their guardian will oversee to ensure that they're safe. And during this process, we have seen where children were executed, and then we will have a minister who will tell us that the intended target was not the child. That is what we heard.
No, you said something.
We did not hear, Mikey, that they are pursuing the perpetrators with every vigor to ensure that justice come to the people. We hear that they are the target was not a child. I mean, we have mothers falling down, fathers falling down, children falling down. Everybody is being shot at or being shot. And the time has come from where I sit. I see it as the opportunity to give the country the platform to breathe and to speak out and to send a solid, strong message to the authorities that we are not prepared to live under the conditions that we are living in, because we have made our homes a prison. We have taken every precaution to protect our homes, whether it be with automatic expensive doors with 6 and 12 locks and burglar proof make out of the best iron. And yet while we sleep, we wake up with gunmen in our homes who will invade our privacy, rape our children, rape our wives, beat us, punish us in the worst way, and then they are on the streets looking for the next prey.
Well,
Trinidad and Tobago.
Mr. Roberts,
have
let me
to
ask
take
you.
that step.
Let me ask you something here. You mentioned something earlier as far as you don't want to go too much into the politics. And I think sometimes that becomes a very cloudy area for some people. We're talking about 208 murders recorded so far for the year of 2023. That means basically there has been more murders than the days of the year so far. You're talking about people who are bold enough to jump your wall, and as you just illustrated all the things that are taking place. But why should it be a challenge to separate anything when in fact it is the politicians who have to tell us whether or not they're making a priority to secure us in our homes, in our schools, as we go about our daily basis? I mean, at the end of the day, it has to be political because the answers have to come from the politics. The politicians are the ones who are responsible for ensuring that we are safe, we, the main stakeholders of this country, the citizens. Do you find sometimes that that's a bit challenging, that to the fact that, it's Victor Roberts, we know there's 208 murders, but I don't want to participate because I don't like his politics, as the case may be? How challenging is that?
It's a big challenge, Mike, because for some reason it seems as
I'm losing you a bit. If you can talk up a bit, I'm losing you there a bit.
Mike, just don't be don't have it. Right.
If
You
you
hear me
could-
there now, brother?
A little louder?
You hear me there now?
Yes, now let me see. Go ahead. All right, a little louder. Because we had you there in the beginning.
You hear me there?
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead.
Right. So it is a big challenge, Mike. It's a big challenge because you see what the politician has done to us is that they have allowed us to divide ourselves by their interpretation of two classes of people in the country, which we class as one party to another party. And until Trinidad and Tobago recognize that the fault of any government, the lack of performance of any government, is what will result in the havoc that is taking place in the society today. So while the challenge is there to get people to understand that politics control their life, because while some people will say they're not involved in politics, to the end of the day, every decision that the politician makes in the parliament affects your life, whether you feel that you are involved or not involved in politics. That is what you have to obey or pay the penalty. So while some may very well say that I'm not in this politics thing, the same politics thing is what controls their everyday movement in this country, and is a lack of the same politician policies that have us living under siege by the criminal element. So people have to wake up, people have to be educated, people have to understand that they have a role in our society, and their role is not just to vote and to allow a government to do as it please. We have to hold them account. And how could we hold them account? While some people will look at march and protest as something negative, it is the thing that will cause meaningful changes. We have seen because of 1970 that Trinidad and Tobago, meaningful changes and policies were put in place, that they could have get a job in the bank. So when people try to tell you that protests and marches doesn't work, if the people come out in their numbers and the people give the government a mandate, I am saying that we have looked at the history, and this is what caused changes to come in society. Mikey, you know for a fact, as an intelligent individual, a researcher, we looked at the outside world, and we have seen where president and prime ministers had to step down because the correct amount of individuals took to the streets and demand that they go, and they had to go. So people just can't sit down in this country and see that their life is of no value because of what is going on, and sit down in their homes and believe that Mikee, Victor, and a few others must make the sacrifice for us to benefit. This is a holistic problem, and therefore it requires the country to stand up and speak out. The trade union, the church, the NGOs, the business chamber, every organization
has to stand up.
To come out on the 6th.
Well, Mr. Roberts, let me ask you, Victor,
that we just cannot continue as how we going under these conditions, because long time when we hear one get killed, it was amazing.
That's right.
But today they are killing us by the fours and the threes on a daily basis, and to the end of the day, it seems as though the administrator cannot administrate and put any policies to bring some ease to the situation, Mikee.
And so true, but when you talk about when you talk about the fact of what when you talk about the fact of what we've seen in other countries, you have people who say, listen, at the end of the day, I may be aligned politically to whatever party, but I'm not. They're not saying that they are going to be this party. I don't know if we're getting some feedback there. You want to lower down can you hear me better?
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah. For example, someone made a statement as far as what they did in Canada and they stood up and what have you. But these are not people or citizens who are saying that the party defines them or the politics defines them. They are saying that first and foremost, they are patriots and they are citizens and they are entitled and they demand that entitlement, which is theirs. We haven't reached to that social political maturity as yet. So do you believe that we still have some ways to go again before people understand that at the end of the day, you cannot take yourself out of the equation because you have that power to demand those entitlements that is deserving to you?
Correct. And these, well, Mikee.
Yeah, my thing is this. We can talk about it. People live it on a daily basis. I keep saying that the morning we get up and we realize that no one died the night before, maybe then we might be shocked. But what we witnessed today, but many people had it on their phones and what have you, and saw the footage. I mean, this was just cold, hard-blooded murder. No one thought twice about snuffing out the life of another individual. So the horse has bolted out of the stable. Come Saturday, gathering there, what will be the main objective and the main goal that needs to be achieved?
So the main goal to achieve on Saturday, low me down somebody, right? The main goal to achieve on Saturday is to get the figures that we require to come out. And when we come out on Saturday and we goes to Woodford Square is where we will have this consensus as to what is the move forward in order to reduce and to reduce what we are now experiencing. We have a legal team that is involved in this operation. That legal team will guide us as to what is our steps, and then the main stakeholders, we will come together, Mikee, and we will put things in place where we will submit to the authorities as to what we would expect, the time frame that we would expect it in, and then if that doesn't work, then we will have to go in to plan B to ensure the safety and security of our citizens is widespread, and our citizens would be able to be safe once again. See, I don't want to let too much out of the bag as yet.
Okay.
And the reason for that is that today I spoke with the police, and while the application has been approved from the lower rank and file, it is now sitting before the Commissioner of Police, and I hope that that by tomorrow morning we would get a word, because I know that it was recommended at the lower level of the TTPS, and now it is before the big boys. And I want to say this without fear and without favor. I know that a high portion of the executive of the TTPS is politically contaminated. So I will wait and see. I say no more on that point, but I will wait and see what will happen tomorrow morning, and then we will know how we stand from there.
Yeah, how this thing play out. Tell us, please, the logistics as far as meeting point. We know it's from Arangwes to Woodford Square. Exactly what can people look forward to? There are some folks who may not be able to take the long trek, so there is a public meeting that is scheduled once the arrival at, of course, Woodford Square, I believe at 4:30 or 4 o'clock. Please tell us again exactly how this thing has planned out.
Right, so we have some folks who indicated, yes, that they would not be able to make that walk, and we are asking all those who are not able to walk to go down to Woodford Square for 4:30 and wait for the procession to arrive. Those of us who will be walking, we will be guided by the TTPS as to where we walk, how we walk, and we're going to ensure there's a medical personnel on board with a vehicle that will render any type of assistance in relation to anybody who may be feeling of the ordinary. We also will have the necessary water and so on. All that will be provided, Mikey. What the people need to do is to come out in the numbers at Arangwes Savannah for 12:30, because we want to be leaving on time. We want to be leaving at 1 p.m. sharp. So we're asking you folks to gather as early as you can. Arangwes is a safe point, and you can come from any part of Trinidad and Tobago and drop out in Arangwes. When you're ready to get back to your home, you will be right in Port of Spain, City Gate, Maxi, buses, taxi, all will be available to take you back to your destiny. So we asking you to come out in your numbers and let us send that message out. There is also a petition that will be there on that day, and you will be asked to sign that petition. On that day, you will see what it states, what you are signing to, and that will be sent, that will be delivered to the necessary authorities, including the TTPS and other organizations under the arm of national security, to ensure that they get the message and they get exactly what we want to see within the next 14 days in this country, that will help to reduce the crime situation. There are some professionals that is on board, Mikey, and they are the ones that is looking into that document together with some lawyers, and therefore we will be having that document sent out to the designated authority, and we will be acting in 14 days. 14 days. We will not tolerate what is happening in this country to continue to happen under the watchful eyes of the government, the police, and the opposition. Everybody has to get in high gear. The opposition has to get in a higher gear, the police have to get in a high gear, and the government has to get on the driving seat to ensure that safety and security is once again established within the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago, Mikey.
Thank you so much, Mr. Roberts. It has been a pleasure, folks. Saturday, May 6th, from Arangwes, meet up at exactly 12 noon or 12:30, but it takes off, of course, at 1 p.m., heads to Woodford Square in Port of Spain, and then the public meeting takes place after around 4:30. So come out in your numbers. Citizens demand safety and security march. I want to thank you so much for taking time out. Any closing comments? Go ahead.
Yes, Mikey, all is invited. We have sent extend invitation to the trade union, to NGO. All all is invited, because the crime problem in Trinidad and Tobago is not Victor Roberts and Mikee K problem. It is all of us problem, and in order to fix the problem, all of us must be on board. Thank you for having me,
Thank you so
Mikey.
much. Thank you so much.